After the success of his last exhibition, Sebastian Rodriguez has returned to the Fine Arts Gallery, with works exploring different angles of the Atlantic Ocean. It's called Ancho Estrecho.
I was originally toying with a title which featured the Atlantic, because I didn't do it on purpose, but I found myself gravitating to areas in the Atlantic, Tangier, Tarifa, Gibraltar, the Algarve, and I was speaking to Jonathan Deuma, who's a local poet in Gibraltar, and I was kind of stuck on the title, and he suggested Ancho Estrecho, which I really like it because it can suggest like a geographical space, like a widening, a widening of the Strait of Gibraltar, and maybe psychological opening, or like kind of like broadening your horizons, which is kind of what I do when I go and paint in these places. No, I like to travel, and you end up speaking to people, and you end up getting to know a little bit more about the culture.
So let's talk about the theme, the Atlantic, as you said. Was it intentional, or did it just sort of happen?
No, it was coincidence. I noticed that in my exhibition last year. I spoke a little bit about I painted a little bit the Mediterranean, but it was pure coincidence. I got invited to David Bachman's house. It's an English painter he's a very good painter, and he invited me to his house in the Algarve. And so a lot of the paintings are from the Algarve, because I went twice to paint. So it just happened.
This is also the second time Sebastian has used this technique to bring a collection to life. He says it challenges him in a different way.
It just basically means painting from life. And I really, really enjoy it. Most of the painting that I do is from life. Like I started drawing and painting here in the Fine Arts Gallery for the Thursday life drawing sessions. And then it's just a continuation to continue that outside. The time you have more time restrictions, so you've usually got about a 3-hour window to paint, which just means if you get it done in one session, it's amazing, but they're usually smaller pieces. But larger pieces require you to visit at the same time in order to get the same light. And I like it. You get to know people. It's like multi-sensorial, so you'll smell the sea, hear the wind, you'll hear conversations. And yeah, I enjoy studio painting as well, but for the last maybe 3 or 4 years, I've just been painting a lot, plein air painting.
Ancho Estrecho is on until this Friday. The Fine Arts Gallery opening hours are 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sebastian will be at the gallery tomorrow and Thursday from 4:30 to 6 to discuss his plein air process, including drawing, colour and equipment.